Maths. Sadin, sir, you there, Nangi? You there in the session? Can we begin Subha Muhote, Lahi Lahiye, Khadi Mudiye? Can we begin? We're going to talk about interest today. And a lot of you guys know that interest is haram. But in our syllabus, sadly, interest is a necessary part that you have to learn. So no practical, okay? So do you remember what we're doing here? Don't do it practically. Now, for example, you learn biology, right, in science, but you don't try to do it practically. Today I learned about reproduction. I must do it practically. No. So remember what you learn in your syllabus. Don't try to do everything practically. We're going to be talking about interest today. But remember, interest is haram. So don't do interest practically. Right, Sadinsa? Even Sadinsa doesn't like interest. Even though Sadinsa is not Muslim, she also doesn't like interest. Because interest is haram, right? What is the Pansilpa there? That interest is not allowed. Poli or something, right? Okay, so we'll talk about interest, but I'll make interest interesting for you. So before we begin, I'll ask forgiveness from Allah. Right? Before we begin our session, I'm asking forgiveness from Allah for teaching interest. We're going to jump in. I'm going to make interest very interesting for you. Sadin sir, have you learned about interest? Do you remember our interest? There are 3 types of interest, Sadin sir. Do you know what they are? If you don't tell me, I will explain them. But if you take interest in our syllabus, interesting neither, there are 3 types of interest, Sadin sir. What are they? Don't you know, Danne? Aulak mene, we have 5 minutes theory here, like 5 minutes craft, 5 minutes theory. Genius, right? 5 minutes theory here. There are 3 types of interest. One, we have simple interest. So this interest depends on how you are going to pay back the interest. There are 3 types of interest. And you have to learn the mechanism of how to pay this interest back. So number 1, we have simple interest. Then we have compounded interest. And finally, we have reducing balance interest. All right? We only have 3 types of interest. What are they? We have simple, we have compounded, and then we have reducing balance interest. There are only 3 types of interests in our syllabus. So you can't only learn interest. I'll tell you why, okay? You won't be tested only with interest in the exam. Sometimes they will also give you share market questions. We have a small part from the share market. The reason why interest and the share market is a bit complicated is because they are taught separately, but in the exam, they are given together. They are tested together. One more time. We don't only have interest. After last week's Adinsa, I can't unsee it. A student said that, no, actually 2 students said that you look like me. Do you see that, Sadinsa? But now, after last week, I can't unsee it. Like, is that? Because from last week onwards, now when I look at you, I'm like, shit, did my dad or, right? What? If my dad is dead, I want to ask him, Sadinsa, right? My dad is dead. If he's alive, I'd ask him, explain this. Why does she look like me? Do you see that, Sadinsa? Or am I like hallucinating?
Maybe because of the nose.
Exactly, Sadinsa. Why? And I didn't see it. I didn't know that. No wonder you look so beautiful. I didn't see it until last week. Like a student was like, sir, is this your sister? Right? She looks like you. And I'm like, yes. What the hell? All right. So from last week onwards, I can't unsee it. But you guys tell me, right? We have to get to this. We're gonna take a DNA test. That's what I'm gonna do in a few weeks. So remember, we're talking about interest, and there are actually three types of interests. We have simple interest, we have compounded interest, and then we've got reducing balance interest. So as I was saying, imagine if we had a kid, the dude's nose will be like jumbo, right? Nose will be like the biggest thing in his body, I think. All right. So coming back to the point, as I was saying, we have the problem is you can't only learn interest. That is where a lot of O-level students illang kanne. That is where a lot of O-level students illang kanne because they only focus on interest, but there's a share market part as well. Don't be afraid of the share market. Share market means you are buying pieces of a company. Share market means you are buying pieces of a company. Shares. You are buying shares of a company. Don't worry, we'll do questions, and that will make your learning a lot more easier. There are shares of a company. And there, now, why do you invest in a company, Sadinsa? Because you are donating? No. You invest because you want to see a what? What do you want to see? Salli balanna ඕනේ, right? Salli balanna ඕනේ, right? What do you want to see? Profit, right? Profit. You want to see a profit. And remember, Ahmed, there are actually three types of interest: simple, compounded, and reducing balance interest. Now, this reducing balance interest is such a paripuak because in school, teachers overcomplicate this. Now, I've seen other teachers teach reducing balance interest. I want to commit suicide. I want to punch my face. I want kapala belle aladagan. I want to. So, because they take a easy, this is not even maths, man. The interest is not actual maths. Interest belongs to business studies. This is not maths, okay? Statistics and interest, they are not actual maths. Actual maths is algebra, logarithms. Have you understood the difference? They are very different from what we are doing here. Algebra, logarithms, trigonometry, those are actual maths, okay? Again, at the vaddo, only know those. Graphs, right, Sadinsa? Graphs, those are actual maths. Now, this is not actual maths. It looks like maths, but this is actually business studies. It's commerce. Interest and share market is commerce. You get questions like this also for A-level business studies. They give you questions from interest and the share market. So this is not real maths, okay? This is like, it looks like maths, but in A-levels, they kick these away. A-level maths won't touch interest because A-level maths is halal, right, Sadinsa? A-level maths is halal. We kick interest out. We kick interest away. But remember, trigonometry, algebra, graphs, logarithms, matrices, probability, arithmetic and geometric sequences. Now, those are actual maths, okay? Those are true maths, pure maths. This is not real maths, but I'll teach you. So, share market, the reason why you go into the share market, it's because you want to salli apaka, you want to profit, you want a profit. There are two types of profits that you can see in the share market. Number one, we have dividends. You can write this also, especially grade 10 Shuti Babala, write this, learn this now, because this is not actual maths. This is business studies. Learn this in 5 minutes. Dividends. What is dividends? If you hold the profit paid for holding what, Sadinsa? Holding what, Sadinsa? Will they pay you profit? Marat kiyannako. What's this amutu profit taker? For holding what, Sadinsa? I couldn't hear you, Nangi.
A share?
A share, exactly. Yes, sharing is caring, right, Sadinsa? What have they told that in Buddhism? Sharing is caring. So, Sadinsa, you said that now you're the hum parcel teacher, right? Chuti teacher, the hum parcel. Chutit ne, but teacher, the hum parcel. But what was the other job that the assistant, English assistant?
Yeah.
Where is that? In what school is that?
It's an academy called Impact at Narahampita.
Impact at Narahampita?
Yeah.
Niyamaine. So what do you do there? What do you do in Impact?
Like there's a lead teacher and we should assist by marking the books and stuff like that.
Niyamaine. That's brilliant. So you have support I'm kidding. You're supporting her. You're like you're doing her what is it? You're doing her legislative work, I think.
Yeah, kind of.
Is this teacher, do the students come because of the teacher or because of the academy? What is the selling point? Now, is it the teacher or the academy? Now, for example, right now, in this situation, the teacher is the selling point, right? So Impact, do they come because of the teacher or because of the academy?
Academy.
Because of you, Sadinsa.
No,
So
no.
coming back, the academy, okay. Good. So when is that happening? When does that teaching happen?
Whole week.
So on Sundays also, weekdays.
Yeah, just weekdays. It's
In the
part.
morning.
No, it's 2 to 6.
Oh, right, 2 to 6. 4 hours. Good. How many pupils are there in Impact?
120.
Holy shit, you correct all of their books?
No, 5 days. Like they come on 5 days.
So you have 5 days. You have a 5-day window to mark their books.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that my English is very bad, Sadin. I'm a maths teacher, right? So my English is actually quite bad. So please forgive me for this. But give me a moment. So if there's 105, so it's 20 books per day you mark. You mark 20 books per day. Page.
No, there's another assistant teacher actually. So we
10 books a day.
Yeah, around 10 or something like
So to mark those 10 books, near mine, my God, tell me also. Tell me all, give maganamat din, all right? Near mind you to mark books and get paid. Okay, but for this, you don't get, in the share market, you can't mark books, Sadinsa. Share market, you have to hold a share for a year. For holding a share for a year. If you hold a share for a year, they give you money. That is called dividends. All right? There are 2 types of profits that you can make in the share market. One is called, and share the link, by the way. I love you guys for joining, but share the link and get people in, man. There is no maths teacher like Javed, sir. I'm the real English medium maths teacher, man. No one has, right? No one has Sadinsa, right? No one has, I'm kidding. No one has Sadinsa. No one has our technology, right? Audio quality, notes, simplicity. This English, right? No one has this English, man. Everybody's teaching in Sinhala or Tamil, right? Everybody's teaching English medium in Sinhala or Tamil, man. So share the links, tell your friends, add them to the Infinity Maths group. Sadinsa, Infinity begins from. Kian, we want to hear you.
here.
Here, exactly. Infinity begins from here, baby. So share this link, get the word out, man. Make us the best maths class in Sri Lanka. So coming back to the point, we have dividends and we have capital gain. Don't be afraid of these words, okay? Again, I will slap you if you tell me that this is maths. This is two. This is not maths. This is business studies. This is not at all maths, okay? So you shouldn't be afraid of this. If you say that this is difficult, Serpala adipen, because this is not maths. This is business studies. If you are afraid of these words, remember, dividends means getting profit for holding a share for a year. If you hold a share of a company for a year, you get paid dividends. And there is another type of profit called capital gain. Capital gain is the profit that you get. The profit, you can write this down by the way. The profit paid for the profit gained when selling shares. There are two types of profits that you can get in the share market. What are they? There are two types of profits that you can get in the share market. What are they? Number one, dividends. Dividends is when you hold a share for a year, magically they pay you. Can you do this in Sri Lanka? Yes. You can buy shares of John Keel's, Cargill's. You can buy shares of SoftLogic. You can buy shares of Abans. You can buy shares of Gamma Pizza Craft, Pizza Hut. You can buy shares of KFC. KFC is owned by, franchised by Cargill's. You can buy shares of, what else? There's so many. You can, Odell, you can buy shares of Odell. Odell is also owned by SoftLogic. So you can buy shares in Sri Lanka also. That's a different story. So in our syllabus, there are only two things that you can do with a share. You can hold it or you can sell it. In our syllabus, how many things can you lick it? Can you lick the share? No. What are the two things that you can do with a share, Sadinsa? Are you there, Sadinsa? What are the two things that you can do with a share, Sadinsa? You can hold it for a year, not less than a year, okay? For a year, you can hold it, you can sell it. Those are the two types of profits that you can get with a share. There are three types of interests. We have simple, compounded, reducing balance. Under these, there are formulas. You have to memorize formulas. How do you tackle interest? By memorizing formulas. How do you tackle interest? By memorizing formulas. Why did I say that this is not maths? It doesn't have mathematics theory in it. Just because you add and multiply, divide, subtract, that doesn't become maths. It must have maths theory in it. Maths theory must be there. There is no maths theory. There's a bit of theory under interest, but this is not really maths. So I'll teach you the theory for simple interest and compound interest, reducing balance interest. Hope you guys wrote this down. Now you know what dividends is. When you hold a share for a year, it's called dividends. When you hold a share for a year, it's called you are paid dividends. It's a type of profit. When you sell shares, you gain a profit, and that is called capital gain. So there are only two types of profits that you can get in the share market. Let's go to our document. We have a PDF. We're going to use this PDF. All right, we're going to use this PDF. It's called Interesting Interest. These are past paper questions. Remember, these are past paper questions starting from the 2024 past paper question. It would be easy if you have printed it out. If you haven't, please use the PDF. Where can you find this PDF? Are you there, Sadinsa? Where can you find this PDF? It's in the Infinity Maths WhatsApp group, Sadinsa, infinity begins from?
Here.
Exactly. Infinity begins from here. Speaking of here, what did you teach your students in the Dham Parcel? What did you teach them? Theology school. What did you?
About the personal attendant of Buddha.
Still the same thing. Was there only one attendant or were there many attendants?
No, one attendant.
What was his name?
Ananda Thero.
Okay, that's you. He's one of my good friends, by the way. So, what is special about Ananda Thero? I have a good friend called Ananda. I live in front of Ananda College also. Was Ananda College named after Ananda Thero? That's my question, Sadinsa. Maybe, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
So, what is special about Ananda Thero? What did you teach? What specialty did you teach about him?
Like he got 8 conditions for request and for declining conditions. So
You teach in English medium, right, Sadinsa? Or
yeah.
single medium? My God, Buddhism has got the upgrade, right? Buddhism is now upgraded. From Pali to Sinhalese, now to English. Good. 8 conditions. 4.
Requisites and for declined conditions.
4 declare. So he said, me hatara karanna bahe. E wageda.
Yeah. He
All right.
requested the Buddha.
Okay, we'll talk about that. It sounds very interesting. We'll talk about that in a bit. A stock of television sets worth 84,000 rupees each is available. So this is how you get interest questions in the exam. You don't get that percentage interest in the second paper. A lot of you know to calculate 10% interest for 1 lakh, right? A lot of students, what you do is you calculate 10% interest 1 lakh. Yes, that is not what you get in the exam. You get more refined questions in the exam. So you have to become comfortable with this. A stock of television sets worth 84,000 rupees each is available for sale. The method used by Ruini to buy a television set and the method used by Manel. So there are 2 people. There is a person called Ruini and there is a person called Manel. She's Muslim. Manel. Ruini and Manel have used different methods to buy this television set. Ruini takes a loan of 84,000 rupees from a finance company for a year at annual simple interest. Ruini takes a loan of 84,000 rupees, simple interest for a year, and the television set is bought. At the end of the year, the loan is settled by paying the loan amount and the interest of 10,920 rupees. She pays the interest, 10,920 rupees. The television set is bought on hire purchase with the amount and interest to be paid in 12 equal monthly installments. If there is something called a monthly installment, then it is definitely a reducing balance question. For this, for Manel, for Fatima Manel's part, you must understand how to calculate the interest for the reducing balance. For Manel's part, you must be able to calculate the interest for the reducing balance. 12 equal monthly installments. Here, the interest is, there we go, it's given. Here, the interest is calculated on the reducing balance. Calculated on the reducing balance. When the payment of the installment is completed in a year, the same total interest of 10,920 rupees that is paid by Ruini has been paid. Find separately the annual interest rates at which the interest is paid by the two of them, and show that the annual interest rate charged in the hire purchase method is more than the annual interest rate charged by the finance company. Might seem difficult, but we must find the percentage. This is what they're asking us to do. Find the simple interest percentage, and then find the reducing balance interest. Reducing balance interest. I'll teach you a very easy method, okay? I'm full of shortcuts. And because this is not real maths, I can easily teach you a shortcut. Can give you guys like a few minutes. Get ready. We're going to attempt this question together. Sadinsa, will you also attempt this question? Natang ada mahansida. I think she's ada mahansi. It's okay. Don't worry. We are not here to pressure anyone. Javed sir never pressures you, right, Sadinsa? So how much are they paying you in the academy, Impact Academy? How much is the monthly salary?
25K with the transport.
With near mine, that's really good. But then it's 5 days a week. 5 days a week, 25K.
With the transport also, no?
With the transport also, but I'm also reasonable, okay? So one day a week, no transport. 1 day a week sitting at home.
Yeah.
So I'm also reasonable. If you take 5 divided by 5, so yeah, they're paying you exactly what I'm paying you also. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
It's good. Okay. So I'm happy they're paying you reasonable amounts of. But I give you less work. Right, Sadinsa? No correcting. All right. So I'm more reasonable. I'm more reasonable.
Yes.
All right. So coming back to the point, we're going to calculate the simple interest first. All right. We're going to calculate the simple interest percentage first. Look at the first tile. The principal loan amount is 84,000 rupees, right? Principal loan amount. You don't have to write all of this in the exam. I'm just writing these to make your understanding easier. Principal loan amount. We'll write Ruini's name on the top. Ruini. Sadin sir, do you know someone called Ruini? Do you have an auntie called Ruini?
Yeah, there is.
I knew it. Who is Ruini? Who is Ruini auntie? How is she your relative?
Actually, from my mama side.
I knew it. See, I'm genius, right? See, what doesn't Javed sir know? So Ruini takes a principal. See, I'm racist. Principal loan amount. You don't have to write this in the exam, but I will write this to make you understand this easily, because I can answer this in 1 second. I can write and answer it, but I'll go step by step. Principal loan amount is 84,000 rupees, right? 84,000. So the interest, simple interest, don't forget simple interest. The simple interest is also 10, 9, 20. All right. So because the period, what is the period, by the way, Sadinsa? Can you tell me? Can you look at the Ruini auntie tile like diha balala? Can you tell me what is the period?
For a year?
Exactly 1 year, right? So the period is not very important. So you take 10, 9, 20. So you want to find the interest rate. If you want to find the interest rate, I think everybody already got the question. got the answer. Apologies. Everybody already got the answer, by the way. If you want the interest rate, you take 10, 9, 20. All right? Over 84000. You construct a fraction, obviously. You put the small value on top of the larger value. Not always, but in this situation, you put the simple interest over the principal loan amount. You multiply this fraction by 100. That's it. That's how you calculate the interest rate. So, next what we're going to do is we're going to divide. Next what we're going to do is we're going to simplify this 10, 9, 20. I'll do it with you, okay? I'll do it with you. Write this again and cut the zeros. You like cutting zeros? Kapanna aase hitenawa. Cut. Cut the zeros. If there is a zero below the division line and there is a zero above the division line, remember they have to be ending zeros, okay? Now, for example, you can't cut this zero. It's wrong. You can't cut this zero. But you can cut the zero in the end. Cut. And we have 1092 divided by 84. I think you can divide 1092 by 84. I think you can divide it. You can divide 1092 by 84. $13, right, Sadinsa? Is it 13? Is it 13? It's 13, exactly. 13 is the answer. Did everyone get 13? Simplification, you will practice, okay? You can practice, don't worry. How did Javed sir get this answer? It's because I'm the teacher. So my brain will work faster than your brain. But in the exam, if it doesn't matter what do you use your fingers, tear a piece of paper, count, doesn't matter. Get the answer. The answer is 13%. If you got 13%, please raise your hands up or drop me a private message. No one got it. Awulak ne. Ematama, don't worry, okay? You'll get it eventually. You got Shahada, genius. All right. Very proud of you, Shahada. Everybody else, it's okay if you don't get the answer. Don't stress. If you stress, maths will become more difficult. Maths is one of the most beautiful languages in the world. Maths, you won't believe this, Sadinsa. Maths is the language of nature. Maths, there are some things in maths, when you learn them, it's like learning another religion, to be honest. Maths is like learning, and if you learn it properly, it's like learning another religion. It's like learning the language of nature. Maths is such a beautiful, this is not real maths, by the way. This is not real maths. There's nothing beautiful about this. But don't stress. When you stress, maths becomes more difficult. So don't stress it. Try your best. If you miss, try again, right? 13 is the answer. So 13%. Everybody caught up. What you did is you take the interest amount and you take the principal amount and you construct a fraction, you multiply that by 100. That is how you find the interest rate. Everybody done? If you need some more time, please raise your hands up. Now we're going to look at Manel, right? Now we're going to look at Manel. The television set. is bought on hire purchase, that means reducing balance interest, 12 equal monthly installments. So remember, when it comes to reducing balance, there is a reducing balance formula. Your teacher will not teach you this because I don't know. Ask your teacher. Their method in the textbook. Remember this. Remember Javed sir told you this. The method in the textbook is wrong. Reducing, can you believe that, Sadin sir? Reducing balance method in the textbook is wrong. So only real mathematicians will know this. The reason is, in the textbook, there are 2 monthly interests. In the textbook, the textbook method, they teach you 2 monthly interests. They are different. Reducing balance has a formula, but they don't teach you this formula. Teachers don't teach you this formula. Reducing balance has a formula. Teachers don't teach you this formula. There is a wrong method in the textbook. That wrong method is not given in the exam. Now, can you see in the exam, they are only asking you the answer, right? In the exam, they are asking you the answer. But in the textbook, there is a step-by-step method. They teach you 2 different monthly interests. How the hell can there be 2 different monthly interests? There can only be 1 monthly interest, right? That method is wrong. If you like, you can go through the textbook. But we are not going to waste time. We are going to teach you the reducing balance formula. It is month. It is, Sadin sir, are you there, Sadin sir? It is month into month into month. Monthly interest rate into month units. Exactly, the method in the textbook, Shahada, is wrong. That's the problem. Into month units. So this is the interest, okay? This is the interest, total interest. Total interest equals, what are we doing? What are we doing? We are calculating the total interest. There's a reducing balance formula that you can memorize now. Total interest equals month multiplied by month multiplied by month. Month multiplied by month multiplied by month. Monthly interest rate into month units into monthly loan amount. Monthly interest rate into month units into monthly loan amount. Do I know the monthly interest rate? Do I know the monthly interest rate? No, we don't know the interest rate. We don't know the interest rate, right? Therefore, I will write x over what, Sadinsa? This is a rate, a percentage. So I can write x%, but percent is difficult. To get rid of this percentage mark, Sadinsa, I will divide x by what number? Now think about this. If there is 1%, I will write it as 1 over 100. Because can you understand? Percentage is difficult, right? To work with. If absolutely, Sadinsa, if there is 2%, I will write it as 2 over 100. If there is 1000%, I will write it as 1000 over 100. If there is y%, I will write it as y over 100. If there is x%, I will write it as x over 100. So we're going to write x over 100. X over 100. What is the monthly loan amount? Sadin sir, what is the, are you able to unmute? Do you have the luxury to unmute your mic, or is it not a good time? You can. Are you having a network problem, Sadin sir?
No, right?
Great. What's the total loan amount? What's the total loan amount, Sadin sir? Can you look at the question and tell me what is the total loan amount? What's the price of the television?
84,000.
Exactly, 84,000 it is. What will I divide this by? How many months are there?
2.
One more time, please.
12.
12, exactly. 12 months, right? 12 equal monthly installments. Now, month units is a special ratio. Now, what the hell is month units? Month units is a special ratio. Now, for example, you know pi, right, Sadinsa? Pi? Pi is also a special ratio. Like pi, month units is also a special ratio. You have to memorize it. Memorize this. Pi also you memorized, right? In our syllabus, what is the value of pi, Sadinsa? What is the value of pi in our syllabus? It is
22 over 7.
exactly 22 over 7. So like pi, now pi is also a special ratio. If someone asks you what is pi, pi is a special ratio. Month units is also a special ratio. I'm teaching you this as a mathematician, not as a business studies part. I'm teaching you this under the theory of mathematics. Month units is a special ratio. Ask a teacher, what is month units? She'll tell you she doesn't know. Ask a mathematician, someone who has done A-level maths, someone who teaches A-level maths, or someone who has excelled in the mathematics field. Ask a mathematician and he will tell you month units are a special ratio like pi. Pi has a value, so does month units. So how do we find month units? I'll tell you a shortcut. I'll teach you guys a shortcut. We find the month units by taking 12 plus 11 plus 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. This is a special ratio in maths. It's called the Taylor series. It's a special ratio in maths. I did mathematics for arts, Shahada. I did arts mathematics. Same, it's still maths, still maths. I did arts mathematics. So under the arts stream, there is a mathematics subject. It's also like pure maths, okay? So I did literature, IT, and arts mathematics. So that's why my English is so good, because I did literature. So I didn't do combined mathematics. I did arts mathematics. It's still maths, okay? Still actual maths, okay? This is a special, don't worry about this, but this is a special series. It's called subject number 7, Shahada. Subject number 7. Not many students do it. Only Niyama Vaddo does that, right, Sadinsa? Only Niyama Vaddo do it. So coming back to the point. No, not stat. Mathematics, not statistics. Statistics is a different subject. I hate statistics. Statistics is frequency distribution, calculating the mean, the mode, the median. That is statistics. I did mathematics. So we actually had like differentiation, integration, probability, set theory, Venn diagrams. We had those in maths, in arts maths. So coming back to the point, just memorize this, okay? Just memorize how many month units. There are 12 installments, right? How do you find the month units? There are 12 installments, right? If there are 12 installments, the month units will be 12 plus 11 plus 10 plus 9, 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. All right. That is how you find the month units ratio. This method is called, in maths, we call this the Taylor series. Apologies, we call this the E series. E series. We call this the E. It's not important, by the way. It's not important. But how did we get this? We got this according to the laws of mathematics. You don't have to learn it, by the way. All right? You don't have to learn it, by the way. So you can either add all of this manually. You can add all of this manually. All right? Or you can use Nana Yata Deka Apple. You can add all of this manually, or you can use Nana Yata Deka Apple. How many terms are there in this series? How many terms are there? There are 12 terms, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What is the first term? A is the first term. What is the first term? The first term is 12. What is the last term? What is the last term? The last term is 1. You can manually count and you can put the answer, or you can use this formula. It depends on how good you are with maths. Either way, you get a fixed value. Either way, you will get that. There are how many month units? Either way, you will get that there are 78 month units. 78 month units, Shahada. Are there 78 month units? I got 78. Am I wrong? No, right. I'm not wrong. No, 72. 78. Hurry. 78. 78 month units. 12 into 13 divided by 2. 78 month units, okay? 78 month units. X. You can cut these zeros if you like. You can cut these zeros. Cut these 2 zeros. Cut these 2 zeros with these 2 zeros. Cut. Now, 84 has 6 12s. Yes. No. 84 divided by 840 divided by 12. What's the answer? 840 divided by 12. 78 can be divided by 12, right? 78 can be divided by 12, definitely. 78 divided by 12. No, 78 can't be divided by 12. Apologies. 72 can be divided by 12. Not 78. But 84 can be divided by 12. It's 7. 84 can be divided by 12. It's 7. You can do this division on a piece of paper. I'm doing it in my head. It's 70. 70 is the answer. 70. Yes, 70 is the answer. Let's double check this. 840. Yeah, 70. I knew. There you go, right? Sadin sir, aren't you impressed with Javed sir's cerebral capacity? 70 is correct, exactly. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Javed sir, right? So 70. So X into 70, right? If you want intelligent children, if you want intelligent children, you must get intelligent DNA. If you want intelligent children, you need intelligent DNA. So I'm going to get X into 70 into 78, right? X into 70 into 78. This is equal to what? If you were paying attention, this is part of an equation, right? This is part of an equation, right? If you know what's going on, X into 70 into 78, you don't have to simplify. You don't need to simplify further. You want to find X. This is equal to what, Shahada? Think carefully and tell me. This is equal to what, Shahada? Sadin sir, this is equal to what? Think carefully and tell me. Read Manel's tile and tell me X into 70 into 78 is equal to what? X into 70 into 78 is equal to? By the way, there's something else that we can do. By the way, I'll make it more easier. I'll make it more easier for you. This is correct. But we will leave 840 as it is. We will leave 840 as it is. We will leave 840 as it is. It becomes more easier now. We will leave 840 as it is. We will leave 840 as it is. It will become more easier now. I will leave 840 as it is. I will leave 840. I'll tell you why, okay? I'll tell you why. So X into 840 over 12 into 78 is equal to what? What is the total interest, Shahada? What is the total interest? What is the total interest? We'll leave 840 as it is. I'll tell you why. What is the total interest? 10,920. Exactly, 10,920. So X into 840 into 7 over 78 over 12 is equal to 10,920. Please catch up to where we are, okay? Catch up to where we are. Might seem difficult. I promise it is not. It might seem difficult. It's not. We use the month method, right? Monthly interest into monthly loan amount into month units. And don't worry, we'll do another reducing balance question. After this, we'll do another reducing balance question. And then we'll do simple and compound interest. X into 840 over 12 into 78 equals 10,920. I did not simplify. I did not divide 84 by 12. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. All caught up, all caught up. This might seem difficult. It's not, okay? What we did was, we found the monthly interest rate. We found the monthly loan amount. We took the whole loan amount, divided it by 12, and then we have the month units. How did we find the month units? We have 12 months. So 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We use this formula. Nana yata deka apple. We use this sum formula, sum of an arithmetic series formula. Now I must make x the subject of this expression. X equals 10. X equals 10, 920 over 840 into 78 into 12, right? Into 12. Right? X equals 10, 920 divided by 840 divided by 78 into 12. I made x the subject of this equation. So now I'll get x's value, right? Now I'm going to get x's value. It's very simple. I'm going to get x's value, right? So x equals, I can cut these zeros as well. Cut the zeros. Cut. 1092 divided by 84. What's the answer? We found this before. 1092 divided by 84. What is the answer? Shada, do you remember the answer? 1092 divided by 84. We found this answer before in the beginning of this question. It is absolutely 13. 1092 divided by 84. 1092 divided by 84. It is 13. That's easy. 13 into 12 over 78. We're going to find x's value very quickly, okay? Very soon we're going to find x's value. 13 into 12 over 78. Catch up to where we are very quickly. $78 is divisible by 13, right? 78 is divisible by 13. How does Javed sir know this? Because I'm the teacher. When you work with division and multiplication, your brain will become stronger with regards to those disciplines. 13 is divisible by 78 is divisible by 13. How many 13s for 78? If you couldn't understand, please raise your hands up, okay? If there is a part that you missed, please raise your hands up. I won't get angry. It is not your fault. If you can't understand, it is not your fault. We'll do another question regarding the reducing balance part. How many 13s for 78? Six 13s, right? Six 13s. 6 13s for 78, right? 6 13s. 12 divided by 6. X equals 2, man. X equals 2. X equals 2. 2%. Very simple, right? You see how beautiful this was. Simplification, I kept it. I kept the simplification so I can easily cut off the values. Did you guys remember? I didn't simplify everything. I saved these numbers. I knew, okay, I knew if 840 is there, I can easily do my division. I did not touch 840. I knew if I saved 840, when I do my division, I can get a clean answer. The answer is 2%. But this is monthly. Sadinsa, to make this annual, what am I going to do? To make this annual, what should I multiply it by? Obviously, this is monthly, right? X is monthly. X is monthly interest rate. Monthly interest rate. So if I want annual interest, I'm going to multiply it by absolutely 12, right? Very simple, right, Ahmed? Absolutely, Sadin sir. Multiplied by 12. 2% multiplied by 12 is 24%. That's the answer. Finally, you can write. Finally, you can write 12%. What was Ruini's percentage? Ruini paid 13%, right? Ruini's 13% is less than Manel's 24%. This is the answer. It's very simple, man. I don't know why students are afraid of reducing balance. It's so easy. If you use the reducing balance formula, you get a clean answer. You don't get stuck at all. Catch up to where we are. We're going to do another reducing balance question now. We're going to do another reducing balance question now. Question 2021. We're doing this question here. Next question. Chop, chop. We're going to do the (2021) second paper question. We're going to do the 2021 second paper question. Oh, no. We'll do this question. 2016, we'll do this question. 2016 question. Let's do it now. 2016 question, okay? Let's do the 2016 question here. 2016. What question is this? This is the 2016 paper 2 reducing balance question. (2016) paper 2 reducing balance question. Let's do this now. After this, we can do simple and compounded interest. They are also very easy. And don't worry, we'll have this session next week, the week after that. Until your O-level exam, we'll have this session. So we're going to cover all of these questions, all of these exam level questions. And remember, I'm going to give you all of the shortcuts. My job is to give you all of the shortcuts. A computer which is sold for a cash payment of 80,000 can be also bought by making a down payment of 20,000 and paying the rest in 12 equal monthly installments. In this case, the interest is calculated on the reducing balance. That means you must use the reducing balance formula. Annual rate of 24%. Calculate the value of a monthly installment. Very easy. We'll use the reducing balance formula. Let's use the reducing. Have you memorized the reducing? Reducing balance formula. Now remember, interest, total interest. The total interest is equal to, Sadin sir, do you remember the reducing balance formula? What is it? Are you available, Sadinsa? It is month. I'll use a different color pen also to make it pop. It is a month into month into what, Sadinsa? Do you remember, Shahada? What is the reducing balance formula? Total interest equals? It's very simple. Total interest equals month into month into month. That means we have monthly loan amount. Then we have monthly interest rate. And then we have month units. What is the monthly loan amount? Is it 80,000 divide? Well done, genius, you are, Shahada. Just remember month into month into month. That's enough. What is the monthly loan amount, Shahada? 80,000 divided by 12, or is it 60,000 divided by 12? Read the question carefully and tell me. Is it 80,000 divided by 12 or 60,000 divided by 12? What is the actual loan amount? Now remember, the principal loan amount, there is 80,000 minus 20,000, right? Why? I paid 20,000 as a down payment. It's 60,000. 60,000, right? So if I want the monthly loan amount, I will take 60,000. If I want the monthly loan amount, I will take 60,000. Divided by what? 60,000 divided by 12. Right, Shahada? 60,000 divided, absolutely, Sadinsa. 60,000 divided by 12. Monthly interest rate. 24,000 divided by what? If I wanted the monthly interest rate, I must divide 24,000 by what? 12, right? 12. If 24,000, apologies. 24%. If 24% is annual, to get the monthly interest rate, I must divide 24% by 12. Month units, you guys know, it is 12 plus, because there are 12 equal monthly installments. Don't forget, they say that there are 12 equal monthly installments. This means 12 plus 11 plus 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. If you add all of these, you're going to get 78, right? I think 78. If you add all of these, you're going to get 78. Or you're going to get, you can use Nana Yata Deka apple if you like. Nana Yata Deka apple. Right? Nana Yata Deka apple you can use if you like. But you're going to get 78. If you add all of these, the month units is going to be equal to 78. You can manually add them, or you can use the sum of an arithmetic series. Nana Yata Deka apple. You can use Nana Yata Deka apple, A plus L. A is the first term, L is the last term, and you can get 78. 60 divided by 12 is 5. 5,000 is the monthly loan amount. That means to release yourself from this loan, you must pay 5,000 for how many months, Sadinsa? Can you please unmute your mic and tell me? To release yourself from this loan, Sadinsa. You must pay 5,000 for how many months? $12 months, right? To release yourself from this loan, you must pay 5,000 for 12 months. I'll even draw this for you. All right. What is the total principal loan amount? Can someone tell me? What is the total principal loan amount? Total principal loan amount is? Sadin, are you there, Nangi? What is the total principal loan amount? We calculated, we know this. It's 60,000. Absolutely, 60,000. You're right. 60,000. Now, this 60,000 should be broken into how many pieces, Sadinsa? How many installments are there? The 60,000 will be broken into how many installments?
12.
Well done, 12 installments. The 60,000 parcel I will cut into 12 installments. 12 installments. I'll put this into 12 baskets, right? $12 baskets. Inside one of these baskets, what is the interest? What is the interest? Not interest, apologies. What is the loan amount that will be inside of one of these baskets? 5,000, right? 5,000 to release myself from this loan. I must pay 5,000 per month. Plus what, Sadinsa? I can't only pay 5,000. What else must I pay? I must pay 5,000 plus. I must pay 5,000 plus what? Interest, right? 5,000 plus interest. So to get the interest, I must calculate the interest. Let's calculate it. Let's calculate the interest. Please catch up to where we are. Sadinsa, can I use this 2%? Or should I change it? Can I use this 2%? No, right? I have to put a Collison 2 over 100 into 78. We're almost there, okay? We're almost there. 78, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 100. What's the value? 7,800. 7,800. Remember to write the unit rupees. Rupees 7,800. That is the total interest. Sadinsa, this is the total, not 78,000, 7,800. This is the total interest. If I want the monthly interest, what should I divide this by? If I want the monthly interest, what should I divide this by?
12.
Absolutely. If I want the monthly interest, I should divide this by 12. If I want the monthly interest, I should divide this by 12. 78,000 divided by 12. Is it divisible by 12? It's not, sadly. But it is divisible by 12. 7,800 is divisible by 12. 7,800 divided by 12. You're going to get a kata uttarayak. 7,800 divided by 12. If I want the monthly interest, the total interest is 7,800. But if I want the monthly interest, 7,000. So we have the interest, right? We have the interest here. We have the interest here, right, Sadinsa? The interest is 7,800. Interest, 7,800. This 7,800 I must cut into how many pieces? 12, right? This 7,800 I must cut into 12 pieces. 7,800 divided by 12. I can go to 6. 6 is 72. 650, right, Sadin sir? 650 rupees, 650. Now think carefully. This 7,800 is divided into 12 pieces. So 5,000 plus 650, right? 5,000 plus 650, 5,000 plus 650. So I have cut the interest also into 12 pieces. 5,000 plus 650, 5,000 plus 650, 5,000 plus 650. If you can't understand what's happening here, please raise your hands up. It's very simple. It is very intuitive. It is very natural what we are doing here. So what is the price of an installment? We have equal 12 installments, right, Sadinsa? We have 12 equal installments. So can you tell me what is a monthly installment equal to? Is that difficult? What is a monthly installment equal to? To pay off the 60,000 and to pay off the 7,800 interest. How much money should I pay per month? Well done, Shahada. What is the amount? 5,000 plus? Yeah, go ahead. Please tell me, Sadin sir.
5,650.
Exactly 5,650. That is the monthly installment. It's very easy, okay? Reducing balance questions are very easy. The monthly installment is 5,000 plus. 5,000 is the monthly loan amount. 650 is the monthly interest. 5,650. Don't forget to put the rupees. Rupees 5,650. Rupees 5,650. That's the answer. Reducing balance is game Akman hai, okay? Reducing balance is game Akman hai. Let's do the 2018 question. Here we have simple and compounded. Oh, this is. Here we have simple and compounded interest. But we have something called the share market as well. Here we have a question. This is the 2018 paper 2 interest question. Remember, you won't get interest by itself. You will also get the share market. Interest plus share market. Sadin, so there are how many types of profits that you can get in the share market? Do you remember?
2.
Absolutely. Do you remember what they are called? The two
Capital
types.
gains and dividends.
Absolutely. Capital gain and dividends. Genius you are. So we're doing the 2018 paper 2 past paper interest and share market question now. This is the last question that we are doing today. So I've given you guys, I can give you guys a few minutes, okay? Sharp 5 will be done by the way. But take a few minutes and try to get the answer. Can give you like 5 minutes, okay? Can give you guys 5 minutes. Try to attempt, catch up to where we are, and try to attempt this question very quickly. Take 5 minutes. This is the 2018 paper 2 interest share market question. Complete the question on the right and come to the 2018 question. And if you can, try to get the answer by yourselves. All right, this is the last question of the day. Let's make it count. Let's make it count. There are two types of interest here, right? One is the annual simple interest, and then we have annual compounded interest. The following notices have been issued by regarding the interest paid by two banks, A and B, right? For deposits. Someone has 80,000 rupees. He deposited exactly half of it in Bank A and the remaining half in Bank B. You got the answer already, Lakshayan. Genius you are. So he deposited 40,000 in Bank A and 40,000 in Bank B. Find the interest that someone receives for a year from his deposit in Bank A. So you take 40,000 rupees and you deposit it for 5.2 over 100. Now remember, if you take 5.2, all right, 5.2, you can write it as 52 over 1,000. Same thing, okay? You can write this as 5.2 over 100, or you can write this as 52 over 1,000. Same thing, okay? I can even prove it to you. If you take a calculator and you write 5.2 divided by 100, you get 0.052. And if you take the same calculator and you write 52 divided by 1,000, you get the same answer. So 5.2 over 100 is equal to 52 over 1,000. So why did I write it as 52 over 1,000? Because I got rid of the decimal. It's very difficult to work when there's a decimal. So I got rid of the decimal. Now you're gonna remove the zeros. Cut the zeros, baby. Cut the zeros. Cut. And we're gonna get the final answer as. We're gonna get the final answer as 2080, right? 2080. The final answer we're going to get as 2080. Rupees 2080. Everybody got this answer, right? Well done, Lakshayan. He also got the answer. For his deposit, from which bank will he receive a greater income at the end of 2 years? That's a very good question. Now, there is a special method that we are going to use to calculate compounding interest. But tell me this, what is the balance? What is the simple balance? For his deposit, from which bank will he receive a greater income? So tell me interest, simple interest. Tell me the simple interest for 2 years. What is the simple interest for 2 years? Obviously, take 2080 and multiply it by. Take 2080 and multiply it by 2, right? 2080 multiplied by 2, that is 4160. Don't forget the unit. The unit is rupees. Take 2080 multiplied by 2. 4,160. Now let's calculate the compounded interest. Now there is a compounded interest formula that you can use. All right? There is a compounded interest at the end of 2 years. There is a compounded interest that you have to calculate. The compounded interest at the end of 2 years. How do you calculate this? Now, what is the loan amount? Sadinsa, are you there, Nangi? What is the principal loan amount? What is the amount of deposit? What is the deposited amount in Bank B? Now we're talking about Bank B. What is the deposited amount? Obviously, 40,000 rupees, right? 40,000 rupees. Now you take this 40,000, you cut it into 100 pieces. This is a magical, it's like a cake, okay? What we're doing is, it's like we're baking a cake. We're actually baking a magical cake. What are we doing now? We're baking a cake. So we're actually baking a magical cake. So how do you bake this magical cake? You take, all right, my cake looks like it has AIDS, but you take the cake, 40,000, you cut it into 100 pieces, you add extra pieces and you bake a new cake. So it's 5%, right? 5%. So we will add 5 more extra pieces. Again, remember, calculating compounded interest. Calculating compounded interest is like you are baking a cake, right? It's like baking a cake. Calculating compounded interest is like you are baking a cake. You take the cake is 40,000. You cut it into 100 pieces and you add 5 more pieces. No, and compounded interest is 5%, right, Sadinsa? Can you see on the left side of the screen? Compounded interest is 5%, right? Simple interest is 5.2. Compounded interest is 5%. So you take the cake, you cut it into 100 pieces, you add 5 more pieces, and you bake a new cake. Sadinsa, you have to do this how many times? Can you guess and tell me, Nangi? We're going to end the session, by the way, so it's time that you made an appearance, Sadinsa. We're going to end in like 10 minutes. How many times must we do this, Sadinsa? Guess and tell me, please. What do you think? How many times do we have to bake the cake?
For 2 years?
Twice, exactly, twice, because there are 2 years, right? So again, cut the cake into 100 pieces, add 5 more pieces, and bake a new cake. This will give you the answer. Wait, this will give you the answer, but there's one small thing that you have to do. Basically, this is a shortcut, okay? How do you calculate the compounded interest? Take the cake, 40,000, cut it into 100 pieces, add 5 more pieces, and bake a new cake. Take the cake, cut it into 100 pieces, add 5 more pieces, and bake a new cake. So remember, you do this twice because the interest is compounded for 2 years. Now you know that. We can do our cutting, right? So write this again and cut it. Write this again and cut the zeros. Write this again and cut the zeros, right? Cut. I'll use a different color pen so the note will pop. Cut. So we're going to get 105 into 105. Let's do it. Let's do it. So for this, you must use a pencil and paper. You must use a rough paper to get the answer, to calculate the answer. So 105 into 105, that is 25, 2, 5, 0, 0, 0, and 5, 0, 1. The answer is, so you have to multiply 11025 by 4. The final answer is 44,100, 44,100. But this is not the interest, Sadinsa, right? Inside this, we have the principal loan amount. So how much of this 44,100, Sadinsa, is the interest? Do you know the answer? How much of this 44,100? I started with 40,000, right, Sadinsa? And now I have 44,100. So how much of this 44,100 is the interest?
4,100.
Absolutely genius you are. 4,100, the interest, the compounded interest. Can you understand, everybody else? I started with 40,000. I have got 44,100. So the compounded interest is only 4,100. So what is more? What is more? What interest is higher? Simple interest or the compounded interest, Sadinsa? The simple interest. So now we can arrive to the ending of this part. The simple interest. The simple interest is 4,160 for 2 years, by the way. 2-year. Simple interest is 4,160. The 2-year compounded interest is 4,100. So what is higher, Sadinsa? Obviously, simple interest is higher, right? 4,160 is higher than 4,100. We're not done yet. We have another small part. After 2 years, I hope everybody can understand. We're almost done. We have a tiny, tiny small part, which is not like Sadinsa at all, right? Unfortunately. I'm kidding. So, what is tiny about you, right, Sadinsa? I was saying the last, a big heart, right? A big heart Sadinsa has, right? A good person she is, right? How is the compounded interest 4,100? We calculated it, right? Ahmed, good question. We calculated it, right? So we minused 40,000 from, how did we get 4,100? We took 44,100 minus 40,000 from it. Rupees 4,100. That is the compounded interest. Can you understand, Ahmed? 4,100. What's the plan after this, Sadinsa? How does your Saturday look like?
Got the Dhamma sermon to sit.
You got a Dhamma sermon. ඒ කියන්නේ පිරිතක් නේද?
බණ ගෙදර.
Bana, oh my God. Oh no. It will take like how long? 2 hours? 4 hours?
2 hours.
Oh my God. What the hell? That's... I went to a Buddhist school, Sadinsa, right? So I have been through Bana Deshana. All right. Got to sit down, right? Sit down for like 2 hours without moving. Okay. My God, poor you, right? So you work 5 days a week. Then Saturdays you have my magula. And then you have other work also. Sundays, Sadinsa, you have lectures. So you work all 7 days a week. Oh my God. My God, your work ethic, Sadinsa, it's unbelievable work ethic you have. Don't forget the units. Rupees 4,160 and rupees 4,100. But wait. There's more. After 2 years, someone added the amount he initially deposited and an extra amount to the total income he received from the 2 deposits and invested the whole amount to buy shares of a company. So how much did he invest? So he invested 80,000. Invested amount, okay? Invested amount. Number 3. This might seem difficult, it's not. Invested amount. So 80,000 obviously. And then what were the interests, Sadinsa? 4,160 and 4,000? Do you remember, Nangi? 4,160 and 4,000. 100, right? 4,100. Plus another unknown amount, extra amount. If we don't know this extra amount, Sadinsa, what are we going to name it? If we don't know this extra amount, we're going to call it X, right? We're going to call it X. So one more time, if you read this carefully, after 2 years, someone added the amount he initially deposited and an extra amount to the total income he received from the 2 deposits and invested this whole amount to buy shares. So what is the invested amount? 88,260 plus X. That's the invested amount. It's in the question. The market price of a share of this company is 50 rupees. The company pays the dividends of 2 rupees per share annually. He receives a dividend income of 3,600 rupees at the end of a year. Find the extra amount he added when he bought the share. So remember, if you have one share, Sadinsa, read the question carefully. You have to tell me, Sadinsa. I will not help you. All right? And I feel, what time is the Banagadara?
5:30.
So 5:30, oh my God. It's
Around,
like, so in half an hour, where's the Banagadara?
no, next 2, like 2-3 minutes.
Right? Why do they have the Banagadara? Are you going happily or are you going because you have to go?
I have to go.
Exactly. I knew it. Like, who likes it, man? It's religious, I know. But who wants to sit down for 2 hours and kanna they know they go? Antimada, I know, like, right? But no, like chicken, no, nothing, right?
Yeah, there is.
There is chicken, but chicken pau ne.
No, it's fine.
Chicken pau ne, so because chicken pana vadiya, hal meso chicken, those are like pau ne is hatu ne. All right. The Sata Podin pau adu, I think, right? In Buddhism, no.
No, equal.
Equal. Then you're eating chicken, Sadinsa, pawak nimi deka. In Banagidara, but I think Sada Podiven, like, it's stigmatized. It's society stigmatizes it. So if you kill like an elephant or a thalmahek, that must be all right. Okay, so I'm kidding, obviously. So as I was saying, we have if you have one share, what's the dividends that we're going to pay, Sadinsa? If there's one share, what's the dividends that we are going to pay?
Is it 8,000?
Read the question. It's in the question, Nangi. In the question, they say, after 2 years, someone added The amount he initially deposited, blah, blah, blah. The market price of a share of this company is 50 rupees. The company pays the dividends of 2 rupees per share annually. So what's the dividends per share?
2 rupees.
There we go. 2 rupees, well done, per share. What is the dividends that he received?
3,600 rupees.
Absolutely genius you are. The dividends is 3,600 rupees. Sadin sir, tell me, how many shares does he have? 1 share, 2 rupees dividends. 3,600 rupees dividends means how many shares does he have?
3,600 divided by 2.
Absolutely, 1,800. Genius you are. So 1 is half of 2, right? So what is half of 3,600? 1,800 shares. He has 1,800 shares. So how many shares does he have, Sadin sir? 1,800, right? What is the price of a share? It's in the question. What is the price of the share, Nangi?
50, right?
Absolutely, 50. Yes, you're right. So what is the total invested amount? 90? 90,000, exactly. 90,000, right? 50 into 18, 1,800 is 90,000, right? Obviously. 90,000. So now, Sadin sir, tell me, what is the extra amount equal to? X plus 88,260 equals 90,000. Nang. What is X equal to? X is equal to?
90,000 minus 800 and... Sorry.
88,260. What's the value in that case? What is the extra amount equal to? It looks like 1,740. Did you guys get 1,740? Might seem difficult, but it's simple. Remember, he took his 80,000. I'll explain this again. You guys can write this down. He took this 80,000. He added the simple interest of 2 years. He added the compounded interest of 2 years. And he added an extra amount. We don't know what the extra amount is. Therefore, we called it X. He took this 88,260 plus X and he bought shares. How many shares did he buy? He bought 1,800 shares. If the dividends per share is 2 rupees and he received 3,600 rupees of dividends, how many shares does he have? Obviously, he's got 1,800 shares. If 1 share is 50 rupees, 50 multiplied by 1,800 is 90,000. So what is the extra amount? X equals 90,000 minus 88,260. Therefore, X is 1,740, right? X's value is 1,740. Let me double check this, by the way. One more time. 90,000 minus 88,260. The answer is, we try again. 90,000 minus 88,260. The answer is 1,740. Don't forget the unit. Don't forget to add rupees. We're done with our session. We talked about simple interest. We talked about compounded interest. And then we talked about the reducing balance interest. We had a special formula, right, Sadin sir? We had a special formula that we used when we calculated the reducing balance interest. Not only that, we also had to talk about the share market. We learned about two types of profits that you can get in the share market. They are dividends and capital gain, right? What are the two types of profits that you can get in the share market? We have dividends and capital gain. And finally, we also talked about a special formula that you can use to calculate compounded interest. But now we're done with our session. I'm so proud that you guys are a part of this experience. I will see you guys in our next session. Sadin, you also, Nangi, and take care, everybody. All the best.